Welcome to the New York vlog. So me and Aiden have just arrived at our hotel and we have just come upstairs. We've been put on floor 17 and I do have a feeling that it's because we're here for a longer stay that they've put us higher in the building. We're literally here for 9 nights. Don't have to like rush exploring everywhere, and hopefully during this video you'll be able to see some like tips, tricks, things that we learn along the way. We haven't like overly researched this trip, well I haven't anyway, so I feel like we're just gonna like go with the flow and really explore and come across like some amazing places as well as some recommendations and things that we've seen online. The reason I'm like so excited and wanted to show you is because we've actually got the Empire State Building behind us. Yeah, I think we might just turn the light off just to make it a little bit easier. We came out thinking, oh, we're in this like, we knew it was going to be like a small room because that's what most places are in New York, even though the price is expensive. Yeah, in Midtown where we are, location wise, because it's so central. Literally, what's the fuck? Like, this was not on the description of the hotel at all, was it? Because we just thought, oh, that'll be a good location. We were like running out of options. And there's the Empire State Building there. We just walked
in the reflection here. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, what is this? The reflection, we'll figure it out tomorrow.
The Chrysler Building is just behind this building.
Yeah, we've got the Chrysler Building. I sort of said it as a joke. Like, I was like, the Chrysler Building's there, and I was like, wait, no, it actually is the Chrysler Building.
For context, this place is expensive. So do you want to turn that back on?
Yes, please.
This place is expensive. But for Midtown Manhattan / Manhattan, this was like very good value.
Yeah, so we paid 2.1.
Well, it's about £200 a night, basically.
Yeah, it's roughly £200 a night on average. Technically tonight
actually,
is like
yeah,
more.
It's a little bit less than £200 a night, but tonight's more because there's like a UFC event like literally just down the road. Yeah,
and it would literally have been £400 tonight, which is actually vile, like considering the room is so small. But like it's like fresh, it's clean.
There's lots of storage space.
Yeah, storage space. We're not gonna be in this room, which is why we were like, oh, we just want somewhere that's like safe in like a relatively nice area.
The location is nice.
Yeah, well, we can just walk to things really quickly and like jump on the subway and stuff. So let's just take it back in, reel it back into this morning. So we flew with JetBlue, which is our first ever time.
US budget airline. They're recently started flying to London.
That's why. So yeah, for us it's a relatively new airline in London, and the flights were £350 return each, which I think is insane considering when I bought these. By the way, this was Aiden's 21st birthday trip and he's almost 24 in a couple of months, so that's a bit of context of like how the pandemic stopped this trip from happening. But I'm grateful that we're here and it's worked out better in the end. Like, we're both living together now and it actually does work nicer.
It was the first time on our insurance we got to book as a group, as a couple,
which makes me a little heart tappy. But yeah, £350 was actually cheaper. I think when I paid before I was paying £600 return each.
£350 includes one, like a 23 kilo bag as well.
Yeah, which a lot of airlines you have to pay extra for that 23 kilo luggage, but we got that in for free. The airline also says that you get free Wi-Fi on the plane. That was untrue, unless they're still like in the works of it. That didn't work for us at all on the whole flight. It just came up with like an error web page. You do however get to like customize and build your meal on the flight, and like it's linked to your name, which is kind of crazy as well. So I had this like chicken dish. It was actually really like flavoursome for like an airport meal. Like,
so chicken with grains and butternut squash and stuff. I don't really know.
Yeah, like it was really good. And then I had like green beans and they were like chilied as well, and that is like my favourite veg, so I was like thoroughly enjoying that. We got like this huge, they brought a huge pretzel round at one point. There was like drinks flowing throughout the whole flight as well, and you could ask for more as well at any point. There was a bit where you could skip through all of the complimentary drinks, other things that they had, like the snacks, that you could just ask any of the staff at any point. I just wanted to also say that that is probably the best legroom I've ever had on a flight, I'd actually say. And I never felt uncomfortable at all. Like, it was actually really smooth. I was saying to Aiden, it didn't even feel like we were on there for 8 hours. It felt like I was on there for about 5. Just went really smoothly. The staff were lovely. It was just all round a good trip, considering it was the first time we'd flown with JetBlue. And
also, sorry, with JetBlue, like, there's lots of companies advertising really cheap transatlantic flights. I think Norse and like Finnair, and like we did consider all those options, but like with taxes and like the add-on and baggage fees, they were costing like $450 each per person, I think.
Absolutely crazy.
So, like, JetBlue was like by far the best.
100%. It was just annoying actually, but waiting for, I don't know what sort of whose problem that was, whether that was the airport's problem, getting our luggage out, because we waited in the airport I think for another like hour almost before we got our luggage, and then we had to get the air train. By the way, we're staying at this the hotel that we're staying at is called is it Great Western or Best Western?
Best Western is like a famous chain.
Best Western Premier
Empire
State Hotel.
My brother used to work at Best Western in Milton Keynes.
Oh, I've literally never heard of it before in my life. That's so weird. But yeah, we're staying here. We just checked in. The staff downstairs were lovely. They've given us some free like breakfast tokens for the morning, like just for our first morning because we're here for so long. There's like coffee and tea stations downstairs because the rooms are so small. It's annoying that you don't get them in the room, I guess, if you're like wanting that. But you can just grab something downstairs, and they've got like takeaway cups and like this massive canister filled with like iced water, and I really want to get some. Oh wait, no, there is a tea and coffee station here. Anyway, I'm going to show you a hotel room tour in a second. My other tips were the air train that we got from the airport to Jamaica.
Yeah.
It was a bit confusing, like some of the trains like go backwards and then go to the destination, which is weird, and you have to pay $8 as an exit fee, so you don't actually, you feel like the trip is free, you know, like an airport shuttle like in the UK, but you actually get on it and get to the other end and you literally can't go out the barriers until you pay $8. And then we had to pay an extra $1 on top to get a Metro card, which I've got in my pocket here,
which you can't not do.
Yeah, you're not allowed to not do that. And then we also bought a subway fare on here, but subway fares are really good because you just pay $2.75 and you can go absolutely anywhere on the subway. Like there's no like zones like London, so you're just paying that flat out fee and you don't have to like tap out or anything. You just pay that as you go in on contactless or on your Metro card if you like top it up, and then you just exit. That's all of my tips, right? And then the subway was just long because we've had like a long day traveling. But anyway, here is the room. Come straight in. Our suitcases there. To the left we have a full-length mirror, perfect, so I can see my outfits. Some space here. There's a safe down here in this little drawer, which is perfect, so I can keep all of my tech stuff in there. I'm guessing these are just like empty, 3 empty drawers to put all of our stuff in. There's an ironing board, a rack, some space up here with an iron, some hangers here, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a TV here. I think these are little, yeah, we'll turn these on. Oh, there's only one. Again, more space here if we want to put, I don't know, something. This tea and coffee station that I can't work out, we've got a bucket there, we can put some ice in, a little stool, yeah, like as you can see, it's kind of just fitting my body through. Bin. The bed is huge and it takes up most of the space, to be honest. Yeah, I'm glad because we'll really only use this room for sleeping, right? So that is perfect.
Your bag will be able to go, once you're taking stuff out, your bag will be able to go here, and mine will fit under the bed.
No, it won't because the bed is solid. That's my favourite bit, so I'll leave that to last. So we've got the phone there, more lamps on either side of the bed, some more storage space there so I can put some maybe like accessories and bits and pieces. Nice little like portrait situation. Aircon, yeah, that is aircon, right? Yeah, aircon. And then the bathroom's actually really lovely. Really light. As we all know, I like a light bathroom because I can put my makeup on in here. Some mini toiletries, all here from Pharmacopoeia. Tissues. Lovely clean sink area, towels, flannels, bin, toilet, and then the shower's really big as well. So the actual 2 main things that we need, yeah, to be fair, when you turned it on it was like, I love a high water pressure shower, so I'm very excited to get in that later today. I'm feeling very grim and unclean because I've been in the plane for so long. Are you excited for your belated birthday trip?
Yeah, I'm gonna the most expensive thing on every menu.
And then this is my favourite section. It's got like a slanted.
Also, just to add to the hotel review, the Wi-Fi is good.
Oh.
Just a speed test, it was pretty good.
Amazing, thank you very much. Here we have a slanted window, and I don't know what it is, but the slanted is kind of giving me a bit of something. Could orgasm from it.
So you look at these flats across. Like...
I know, like look at these flats. I'm filming people's like home. Wait, is that a gym? No, I'm literally blind. Oh. It is a gym. That is so cool. But yeah, this slanted window is just giving me something, and this like big poofy
vibes here, like the little flats like a fire escape. You probably can't see it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, there's this little buffet here that you can just sit on and stare at the fucking Empire State Building. Anyway, I'm gonna pick this up when we do something fun, or I've got some information to tell you, because I don't want to bore you too much by just chatting about the hotel travel journey, but I also feel like it's important, and that's why I want to create this video, so it can be informative as well as fun. And yeah, let's get into exploring New York. Woo! So we're just going for a little walk and wander, try and find some food. I think Aiden is just on the case. Good morning. So we have tried to fight the jet lag. Well, Aiden slept until like 5ish and I slept until 7, and we went downstairs and had our breakfast in the hotel. It was all right, like it wasn't anything special, but it was nice that they did that because we were staying here for so long. But this is what the views are looking like outside. It looks like it's raining, but it actually isn't. The Empire State looking stunning over there. And we're just about to leave. Our plan for the day, we've decided to go to the 9/11 museum to start off the day and then have a walk around the financial district. Is that the plan?
Well, I think you'd go like explore down there, go to Wall Street and then like Brooklyn Bridge and stuff. Yeah, last night was so overwhelming, and I think because we were so tired, it was all new, it was a bit like whoa, like lots of shit going on. So I'm excited to see what it's like today, and it is a Sunday as well, so we thought it'd be good to go down to that financial district area when everyone's not working away in the week, and it'll be obviously a lot busier. So excited to go out and explore. I've got my beanie on, scarf, this little butterfly tee that Carrie got me from a charity shop. We did our charity shop video. This gorgeous jacket that I'm going to be wearing to death the whole trip from River Island. Like, how stunning is it? It's like a taupey, stony sort of colour and so much fur, and it's so soft. This huge chocolate scarf from ASOS. These jeans are also River Island. Let me show you in the mirror because they are actually lovely. Flared jeans, so cool. And then my New Balance 530s that I'm literally in love with. This is the fit of the day. I'm taking my fluffy tote, I think, from most places that we go to. This is from Primark a few years ago, but they'll probably have a very similar one now. Let's head out and explore New York City, bear. Taking off my beanie because it is actually quite hot. Actually, it's quite cool out here, but in the subway it was really warm. The subway was dead compared to yesterday, which is really nice, probably because it's early on a Sunday morning, I'd guess. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise how fancy the Starbucks looked, like the golden plaques outside. Love that. I also searched this morning and the ice skating is open. We didn't know if it would be because a lot of the Christmas lights and Christmas festivities don't start until after Thanksgiving and Black Friday weekend, which is after we're here, which is annoying. But the ice skating is gonna be there, so I really want to do it. I feel like it's like a bucket list thing for anyone to tick off. But we've just come out of Cortlandt Street, is that right? Yeah, Cortlandt Street, to the World Trade Center. The One World Trade Center, sorry, apologies. We're just having a little wander because we're slightly early. We've got the first slot for the 9/11 museum, and I actually had one of the PR girls from the Coco Brown trip that I went on recently, if you watched that vlog, told me that it's best to go earlier on to the 9/11 museum because they shut it like earlier than they say or something. It's very quiet compared to last night. Yeah. It's not even like early, it's like half 9. So cool. There's also, this is like a business area.
Why? Like, it's actually nuts how big all of the buildings are. Like, I think sometimes areas in London are massive and it's like, no. Look, Hans, like, this is actually nuts.
So much smaller than London, but has like roughly the same population.
Whereabouts is the 9/11 museum? Is it through there?
That's the memorial there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure
We've got like
how much I'm going to film, but it also is like, I guess, informative in a way. Maybe I'll just talk about it afterwards. I just don't know how I'm going to feel like filming shit in there. So we finished at the museum. It was very emotional, but I feel like I learned so much, and it sort of walked through the whole experience from all of the different like sides and points of view. And then there was like some distressing areas, which I do actually think should have been signposted a bit bigger, to be honest. But other than that, like, I found really insightful, and it was huge. It was $26 each for a ticket, but on Mondays you can get it for free if you only go for an hour and a half from like 3:30 or something. The heads up, so you can actually get free tickets. We've gone on Monday. Popped into Starbucks. I'm trying the peppermint mocha, and they've got the cute Christmas cards. Aiden's got a pumpkin spice latte. I actually really like this. Like, it tasted, like Aiden just said, like melted after eats, but with milk chocolate instead of dark. And then I think we're gonna go for a walk and have a look at the Brooklyn Bridge. So we were just on Pier 17 over there. And there's little like singular wooden chairs right at the end of the pier, so you can like properly sit down and relax. And it was very enjoyable. We sat there a little while, and now we're just having a little wander and trying to find some food. And the weather's getting brighter as well, which is lovely. What a treat! So we just went for dinner at, well, late lunch at Ruby Roasters. It was actually one of the recommendations we got from the guy on the plane that we were sat next to. I can't remember if I said that yesterday. We were sat next to this guy who's from New York. He lives in the Chelsea area, and he was giving us like all the best recommendations, which is nice. We thought that was a good shout rather than like relying on Google reviews. Like actually speaking to someone from New York was very handy. So it was incredible. The food was so good, like I literally couldn't rate it enough. We shared a pasta and a pizza dish, so we had cacio e pepe and a classic 14-inch, which was apparently a small.
Like 14-inch, like, oh, you mean the small?
Yeah, she was like, oh, the small, and it came, we were like, what the fuck?
In the UK, that would be like an XL.
Yeah, for sure. Roasted peppers and red onion on, and it was so good. That's like my favourite pizza combo. My eyelash is flying off, but we are just on the way home now, so I'm gonna probably sort that out when we get back. Just saw the Washington Arch. We just had a bit of a walk on the way back. Also popped into Sephora because I realised my foundation has like ran out and I didn't even realise. So I bought the Urban Decay foundation that I had a while ago. I can't remember the name of it, maybe like Ultra Long Wear or something. I'll show you when we get back. Yeah, we're just having a walk back. We were going to get the subway and then realised that it was just the same time to walk it, so we might as well.
Fifth Avenue, yeah.
Yeah, we've said it's really easy to navigate everything around here because of the streets being like all parallel. Yeah, it's quite, I thought it was a bit weird at first, but it's actually been really helpful to navigate so I don't have to use all my data. Right, I'm going to stop talking now because this eyelash is annoying me, so it must be annoying everyone else. So we're currently in the Times Square area. Just came for a little wander. We went back to have an hour to rejuvenate, and now we're back to this area. Super overwhelming in the best way. Let's walk. We haven't come to the bit where all of the like crazy billboards and lights are until now, and it's just like a different world. I feel like I'm living in the future. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Crazy. I've never been to anywhere like this before.
I remember when someone was like, oh yeah, like, not even that crazy, it's like Piccadilly Circus.
Yeah, no, this is like so different to London. I'm sorry, I look a bit like dishevelled.
Our Taco Bell sign is the size of Piccadilly Circus.
So true, it is pretty crazy. I'm gonna keep my camera this way in case it gets stolen on the bike. Don't know if people do that here and there. But yeah, we're actually gonna try and get into, well, we will make sure that we get a Broadway ticket. People are saying to use the Today Tix app, which we already have, or go to the tickets booth. So we're going to see where that is potentially this evening, maybe. But yeah, this is just crazy. I wonder if my Jollibee discount works in the US. Sorry, I'm just so overwhelmed. Woo! Yeah. Good morning. So I'm just about to do my makeup. This was the foundation that I bought in Sephora. It's the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, up to 24-hour wear. So we'll put this to the test. I actually feel like I did try this a while ago, but I feel like it might have been reformulated because it was quite a while ago, and I think it was a different name potentially, but it's the same style packaging. And I got this in the shade 40 CP, which is actually my initials, weirdly, but yeah, I just wanted the like cooler, pinker tone. And yeah, we're just about to get ready. We're gonna go to a place called Blank Street Coffee for breakfast, try that out, and then it's literally like just around the corner from the hotel. And then we're gonna walk to the Empire State Building. We've booked in to go to the top at 12 o'clock, but we have to be there half an hour before. So hopefully all of our timings are all good, and I will catch you when we go for breakfast and let you know how it is. So we had our breakfast at Blank Street Coffee. What would you rate out of 10?
8.5 for myself.
8.5, nice. I'd say mine was like a 6. But like, well, my coffee was really good. It was just the breakfast wasn't, it was probably my own fault because it had chili honey on, and the chili honey was nice, but I wanted a savoury meal, so it was like, ended up being sweet. The value for money, I guess, wasn't as great, but I feel like that's always the case with avocado on toast anyway. Aiden's food was really good though. He had the bacon scramble. We just had a little walk in Macy's with all of the Christmas decor. So cute. I wanted to quickly have a peep in, and now we're heading to the Empire State Building to go up. We're going at 11:30. I lied earlier. And also everyone is staring at me because I have my legs out. And it's really cold. Huh?
I think Miracle on 34th Street. This is 34th Street. I know. I don't think about that.
Oh my god, that's so true. And they go in Macy's. Do they? No, probably not. So we're inside the Empire State Building. It's actually quite quiet, so I definitely recommend it. Is this the first lot? No. No. This is a model of the Empire State. We're just about to head up now. How much were tickets?
$44.
$44 each. Plus tax. Plus tax.
Okay, so like 95 for both of us.
Yeah.
You go to the 86th floor.
We can't stop saying like different and weird American things when we see stuff. Made it to the observation deck. Wow. Did you say Grand Central Station? Oh my ears constipation. She said that about 12,000 times since we came here, so we've literally come to Grand Central Station purely because I used to love Madagascar as a child. And I think it's quite cool.
When did you last watch Madagascar?
On the plane. I watched it on the plane here. It's quite cool. I like it in here. It's very grand and central, so it makes a lot of sense. Do you know what I mean? We also grabbed some Starbucks again because you're a basic white girl. So we have walked back to Times Square and just stopped off at the tickets booth. So between 3 and 8 PM every day, I don't know if it's different at the weekend, there are tickets you can go get that are cheaper than if you buy them online or from the theatres. Everyone was like raving about this. I asked you guys on Instagram and like the only two options were the TodayTix app, which we've been looking at, or this booth here. And we...
There is one in London as well.
Yeah. And we just got to it. It's, by the way, the location wise, it's like underneath the steps in Times Square. If you're here, you will end up seeing it because it is literally huge and there's like signs around the corners. And there's a board that will tell you like what shows are available, and because it's a Monday there's usually not that many musicals on, but Chicago's still on out my right here. And we're going, it's the Ambassador Theatre, and we managed to get, I think it's 50% off tickets. We managed to get, I think we're 9 rows from the front. Yeah, right?
Dead centre.
Dead centre, like, oh, I think it's going to be so sick, and I think we managed to get them 50% off, so I'd highly recommend if you do come here. I feel like they're the only two options, like you guys were also saying, and everything online says the same thing. It's either this tickets booth here behind me, or the TodayTix app. So you've got to go either way to try and get some cheaper tickets. If not, you're going to be paying like hundreds of pounds for like a singular ticket.
And from the end of the line, we got there like 20 minutes early, and we were at the end of the line, and it took probably like 40 minutes to get through.
Yeah, so it took us 40 minutes, but it said to get there like an hour before, and we only read that when we got to the line. But yeah, if the queue the queue wasn't even that bad when we arrived. At first I thought, oh my god, but it went round pretty quickly.
And also, so I was just thinking, because we've got the subs, the ticket subs, we can do the fast track thing. If there's something on the day, be like, fuck, let's go see another one.
Yeah, that's also another thing. They told us that there's like a fast pass queue, and we were like, how do we get into that? And it didn't really have much information online. And the woman,
we went to cheapest available, something else random.
And the woman like around the queue told us that if we bring back our tickets and like receipt from our Chicago today, within 7 days you can just jump in the fast track for like another show. So we might do that if there's something else available on like another day when there's more musicals and shows on. Maybe even try and watch something new.
Yeah,
because we have seen Chicago before in London.
Take me out, but
we're both buzzing though, aren't we? Because there was someone in front of us that just got turned away, and we were like, oh no, I literally thought that's definitely Chicago.
And if you fall as Lucifer fell, you fall in flames, and so it must be, for so it is written.
We just went to Ellen's Stardust Diner for a bite to eat before we go to see our Broadway show. So that was like one of my top things I wanted to do when we come to New York, was to go to that diner, because everyone was like raving about it. Obviously I'm like a huge musicals lover, so yeah, it was just amazing. Yeah, and Aiden as well. I feel like maybe I forced you into it, like not consciously, but I like musicals a lot, so we'd go see them a lot when we were younger and got together, and you probably like enjoyed them over time. Would you have gone to see musicals if we weren't together? Probably. Like, would you go out your way to see a musical if you were single and we weren't together?
I went to a lot of shows before I was with you. I never went to a musical.
Musicals.
I would have gone into a musical.
Yeah. No, you weren't like, I fucking hate musicals. Like, I just feel like maybe my love for them probably hasn't...
In my life I've seen more West End, maybe not now. No, Wicked. The times you've seen fucking Wicked. I think I'm putting on money that I've seen more West End shows than you.
Oh, absolutely not.
I've seen a lot of stuff multiple times.
I've seen Heathers 7 times.
Oh yeah, no, true, Heathers room.
And I've seen Wicked 5 times.
What have you seen 5 times?
Wicked, yeah. And think about how many times I went with school to literally analyse shows and musicals.
I've seen The Woman in Black twice.
Yeah. I've seen The Woman in Black twice.
Nah, yeah.
Like, I can't believe you're arguing with me about this. Like, obviously I've seen more shows than you. It's confusing. I've seen Mamma Mia, I've seen Les Mis 3 times.
Crazy that you think you're right.
He's just trying to wind me up now. But anyway, Ellen's Stardust Diner was amazing. Did you enjoy it? He's running off now. Did you enjoy Ellen's Stardust Diner? Yeah, it was really good. I want to go again. I actually thought it was going to be way more expensive, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Considering, obviously we donated for...
You got a $5 bill, Kendall?
No, what was it?
What do you think, Kendall?
Like 60?
68 with tip.
Okay, that's not too bad. I genuinely thought it was going to be more, but we obviously donated to they have like a pot to donate to as well for all of the singers. The talent was incredible. Like I thought,
you take it into like the fact we ate. The food was good. The food was alright. The food was like,
yeah.
I give my food a 7.
I'd give my sandwich an 8. I thoroughly enjoy my sandwich. I love all those flavours. It was like onions, peppers, beef.
Oh, I'd say
like,
the food was
stunning.
The food was like alright.
Yeah, okay. I think that's the general consensus though with places like that where it's like...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, like...
Singers.
What do you want I'll perform a song for you right now. Put down in the comments what you want me to perform. Smash that like button.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, subscribe to Aiden's channel. He's actually finally making
so it's Saucony Jolie's SACC.
These are our seats. I genuinely don't think we could get a more perfect seat if we tried. I don't know how I managed to do this. This is going to be absolutely insane. This is the theatre as well. It's very cute and quaint down here, and then obviously it goes up to the mezzanine level too. I'm so excited. Last night Chicago was absolutely phenomenal. I don't think we gave a review actually, but it was so good. It was so different to the version we've seen in the UK at the West End, but the actors and actresses were amazing. Our seats were just incredible, so I'm very grateful. There was a really annoying couple sat to my left, but they left after the first half, so I was like, thank God. They were literally like just speaking throughout the whole thing, like having a loud conversation than me to you right now. We're now actually heading to Princeton because one of Aiden's friends is doing a PhD here. So we're gonna go meet him, we're gonna go see his area because he's currently living in Princeton, and then I think we're all gonna come back, and by all, just us three, are gonna come into New York. So V can show us around all of the foodie spots, we can go and explore Princeton together. It'll be nice to just have a little different taste somewhere outside of the city. I think this is like one of the only times we're like gonna properly leave New York, apart from one day when we're gonna go to Washington. So we've just had a little walk to this bagel place that we saw yesterday on Instagram Reel or something. It's called Black Seed and they do yummy bagels. So I've gone for like a turkey avocado situation. Aiden's gone for, what did you go for?
Pastrami.
Pastrami. Lovely. So I will show you them when we open them up, but they right now feel really warm. Yeah, it's quite like low key almost, but it's, yeah, it looks very good. When I saw her preparing them, I was like, yum, and the portion size looks insane. There wasn't any place for us to sit in the bagel shop, so we've come back to the hotel lobby because it was only around the corner to eat it, because we wanted to eat it while it was warm rather than go to Central Park today. Yum. Loads of avocado down there.
I got an everything bagel.
Big guess from me. What you?
Incredible.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York.
So we're now in Central Park, so I feel like I'm living my autumn dream. Like I've always wanted to come here during this time, so it's so nice to see all of the like leaves, orange and red, it's lovely. We're just on the literary walk, and with all of the statues of different like poets and writers on this like big walkway. The first bit when we came in, I was like, oh my god, this is so stunning. There was like a bridge and like all these big rocks, and we were just like walking and exploring. Yeah, like, we're literally going to spend the rest of the day in Central Park, I think, or like most of today here, right? The guy on the plane again said that we'd probably want to map out like a whole day for this, just to explore in Central Park because it's so big. Like I didn't realise how big it was. Like I knew it was obviously big. Also, just remembered I wanted to shout out again those two places that we went to last night. I wasn't really vlogging because we were spending time with Aiden's friend, our friend. I didn't really talk about it. So we first went to a place called McSorley's, and they only serve 2 different types of drink, light beer or dark beer, and it was just very cool. It's been like that since it was made, right? Like they haven't really made any changes to it. Like the toilets are really old, like you can only pay in cash. There's like sawdust on the floor because they used to do that to soak in any like alcohol spillages. It's such a cool place and like really old school, so I feel like it was just an experience to definitely have whilst you're in New York, just a really like old authentic place. And then we went to a place called Terra Blues, which is a blues bar. It was very quiet and intimate in there. I don't know if that's because we went on like a Tuesday and it was kind of early in the evening, but it was just like perfect. There was a guy playing like blues music for hours and we just sat there. I was drinking wine and there's like loads of different whiskey options and stuff if that's what you're into. Thoroughly enjoying the Côte de Rhône. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, but Côte de Rhône, that was like the best red wine in there. And yeah, I would again highly recommend that, just listening to that music, and it was just so relaxing. And then I ended up getting absolutely blottoed out of nowhere. Like I literally, it suddenly like dawned on me, I was so drunk. And I was like shit, so we went and grabbed some pizza from Bleecker Pizza and that just soothed my soul. I actually fully can't rate. It was really good, but I don't know if that was my like drunk brain. Aiden said it was good and he was pretty sober, so yeah, that's all I wanted to update you on. Take it in, have a few stops around here. I kind of want a coffee or something to keep me alive during the walk. But yeah, I'm very excited, and we've picked a good day for it as well, because it's I think 10 degrees going up to today, rather than yesterday when it was pretty cold outside. Currently in Belvedere Castle, the top lookout bit. So 2 new food places from today. I actually forgot to vlog earlier, but I've got some snippets from Los Tacos #1. Thank you, Daniel, for the recommendation on Instagram, because they were the best tacos I've ever eaten in my life. So cool, like such a sick.
It's crazy in there.
The like guys working there are just like mental. Stand up and eat in there. There's a few different ones right dotted around New York. I want to say there was like 4. If you're staying in a hotel like in any of the areas, that it's probably not too much of a trek to get to one. Second place, where we've just been and we've literally come rolling out, and we've just realised we actually got like, what was it, Michelin 2020
So I don't
award.
know what that is, whether that's like a Michelin. I don't think it's a Michelin star.
No.
It's like a
Some sort of award a couple of years ago.
2020, yeah.
It's a place called Little Alley, and I spotted it on TikTok earlier. We were like, oh, we kind of fancy some like Asian style food to change it up from the food that we've eaten, and it was so good. It was East
Like,
Village.
Maybe like Upper East Side almost.
Yeah, we're trying to still get the link going. I honestly, like, that food is so filling. The portion sizes were nuts, like, for the price.
The pork soup dumplings.
Would you give them a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for the pork
I'm
soup
literally
dumplings.
like so full. But like, if someone put one in front of me, I would consider it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would think about it. Where if someone put anything else in front of me, I'd be like, I'd literally chuck.
Oh my god, look at the backdrop. Yeah, we're just walking back, trying to get off the load off. Just checked my the health app as well, and we've done like 20k steps today. Another 20k steps in the bag. We walked through like a load of Central Park, but we didn't even get like halfway through really. But we were like twisting and turning. This is the griller we were just talking about now. But yeah, if you're ever looking for a good Asian style food place in New York, Little Alley is the one. Yeah, we've got dumplings each, and we thought, oh, we'll get us basically dumplings for a starter each. I wanted chicken, Aiden wanted them pork soup ones, and then we got like a big chicken dish and a beef dish, and I thought they were going to be like small plates for us to share, and they were like so big. Like, we literally didn't look like we'd eaten even a third of the food. We've got it to bring back to the hotel, and hopefully we can use the microwave in the lobby bit, so we can like warm it up maybe a little bit later. But I'm feeling very tired. I think it's like all the walking. I was saying to Aiden as well, because it's like a city break. I feel like I'm just so tired because we're just like getting up really early, like doing a load of walking and probably eating a lot of soulful food, that I'm just feeling quite lethargic a lot of the time. So hopefully have a nice sleep, and I'll catch you tomorrow and see what we're doing then. Yeah. So we've come here to a place called Clinton Street Baking. They have like a little takeaway stand outside, and then this restaurant. We've just been waiting for 45 minutes because it's so popular. We saw it on TikTok and everyone was raving about how amazing the pancakes are, so here we are, just about to decide what to get. But I'm so excited. I'm actually in some colour today as well. I'll show you my outfit probably when we're outside, but I'll let you know how the pancakes are and if they live up to the hype that everyone's saying on social media. Pancake review. So good, like it definitely lived up to the hype for sure, for you as well, right?
Right, for sure, yeah.
I said I'd give my pancakes literally a 9.5, like it would have only gained maybe an extra point if there was some sort of like cream on top, potentially. But yeah, it was so good. The coffee was really nice, well, it's huge. Now we just made some friends in the toilet queue. There's only one toilet, oh that's so sick. There's only one toilet in the restaurant, and I started queuing up behind this woman. I think it was like a guy and his mum.
Yeah.
queued up behind me, and then Aiden came after he'd paid the bill, and we'd been standing there for literally ages, and the woman in front of me was like knocking on the door and like twisting the handle. No one was answering, and then the guy behind me from the UK that had joined the queue, he eventually like went up to the door and he tried it, and she needed to twist it the other way, and it was actually like so funny. It's probably like an in the moment thing, but it was the fact, yeah, it was the fact we were all queuing for literally ages, and the queue was like building up. It felt like I was in like some sort of like movie or something.
How long were you queuing for? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes, but we also thought to prove that that is a good place, because we'd obviously only seen that online, and sometimes on social media I feel like people put like the best da-da-da place or the best whatever, and it's like, are you just using that as like a catchy phrase rather than actually genuinely believing it's the best pancake place? But the guy in the queue, his sister-in-law had written like this massive spreadsheet, and she lives here, of all like the places to go and everything, and clearly this is their first day.
Yeah, I kept scrolling.
That's so nuts.
So many.
The fact that it's their first day and they've decided to go there shows that like people who live here currently like it. I don't know, I feel like that's a good sign. So yeah, anyway, now we're heading to the Staten Island ferry, which is actually free, and we're gonna be on the water, and I'm still confused that it's free, but I'm very glad that it is, and it's our way of seeing the Statue of Liberty without paying a ridiculous amount of money for a river cruise. We're just on the Staten Island ferry. We've come to the right side so that we can see the Statue of Liberty, and this is our view. So we did the ferry. It took about 20 minutes roughly, right? 20 minutes journey, and then we stopped in at Nike because there was like an outlet there, and Aiden bought some socks because he needed some, and a random t-shirt that was £10. What a bargain.
No, £8.
£8 actually, yeah, because they gave us discount. And now we just went into Fico's, which was one of the other recommendations from the guy on the plane, and it's like an Italian sub place. We've just seen how big they are, and I think we've got about 5 meals worth.
There's at least 6 meals in this bag right here.
And like they are literally the biggest subs I've ever seen in my whole entire life, but I'm very excited to try them. We're just gonna now try and find somewhere to go sit. The sandwiches were like expensive, but for the actual quantity I feel like it's not too bad.
I'm literally watching him cut up like the fucking fresh fucking meat from behind him, like
fucking fresh fucking meat.
So I can't, I'm literally so happy about it.
Yeah, Aiden was really like looking forward to coming to this place, and we haven't had an Italian like subwich. Subway. Yeah. For context, this is how big the sandwiches are. Like literally the size of my laptop.
It's way
in thickness. Do you know what I mean? Like it's literally like half my laptop. So big. So we're gonna open these and see what it's all about. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, it looks so good. So I've got chicken, mozzarella, and broccoli rabe. Okay, and this is Aiden's.
This is literally
how
the best thing
sexy.
I've ever.
He's buzzing. So we're gonna just eat these and watch a bit of Foot Asylum Locked In, and then head back out.
That's the first time that's ever been done on this earth.
What?
Is eat a Fico's while watching Locked In.
True, yeah. So that sandwich, what's your review?
10 out of 10, I think you better about it.
Yeah, Aiden gave it a 10 out of 10, and I'd probably give mine a 10 out of 10 as well, which is the highest rating thing we've scored the whole trip, right? We've never given anything a 10 out of 10.
What have you given it?
9.5 for the breakfast this morning. We've had a good day for food then. We literally have got like a whole half of our sandwiches left, and we're going to just have them for dinner tonight as well because it was so big. But yeah, just so delicious, so much flavour. Like Aiden said that if anyone's coming to New York, that is the place that he'd recommend to go and get. Yeah, and the people in there are so nice. Like when we first walked in, we were like, oh my god, we're overwhelmed, we don't know what to do, help. But everyone was so nice in there, and all of the board is right at the back of the place. But now we're going to the Edge, which is something that I spotted on Instagram. We've actually got like PR tickets for this. I'm really grateful, and we're gonna head and yeah, go have a look at the New York skyline in the dark. So we're just in the shops and restaurants at Hudson Yards. It's on 30th Street and 10th Avenue. We're traveling up to floor 4, which is where the entrance of Edge is. Yeah, it's really Christmassy in here. Look at all the lights. So cute and cozy. Our last escalator until we reach our doom. It apparently is like all reflective sort of edges, so you can see a lot more, feeling a lot more vulnerable than you do in the Empire State. So I'm excited. And they also do this like high climb thing, but it's like $200 and something a person. I really want to do it, but it was like just a bit too expensive, I think. Yes, we're up at the top of Edge. I keep going to say that Edge, but it's Edge. This is the, what do you say? It's the tallest outdoor observatory
in the Western Hemisphere.
In the Western Hemisphere. We're higher than we were in the Empire State. We're on the 100th floor. We haven't gone outside yet though, so let's explore and show you the views properly, because inside here there's a bit of a glare because of the lights. Guys, this is the most nuts view I think I've ever seen in my entire life. How about you? You can't really see on the vlog, but like these glass panels like are diagonal and slanted, so like you can like hold your body over the edge, which is the whole point of this premise. Over edge. We've got Empire State over there, the Chrysler Building, Rockefeller. God, everything is just so small and cute. I'm so glad we got to see New York at night. Like, this is insane, and we've only just come out here. I feel like I could stand out here for ages. Aiden's knees are shaking though. Fucking glass panel thing where you walk over, I've just done it. It's literally terrifying. I tried to get Aiden to film me about 3 times doing it, and then I just thought, fuck it, like so many people have walked over this today, like just do it. Ready? Just do it. Just do it quick, just do it quick. Cool. No thanks. No thanks. Looking out at the views, and we were just both saying like how incredible everything is. And then inside there's like a bar, some like merchandise stand, and then you can also like upgrade your ticket to the climb high or something, which is where you like go up there and you like hang off the building. But like I said, it was just so expensive that I don't think we'll do that this time, but we might in the future. Now walking along the High Line, which I actually didn't know existed, but these are like old rail tracks that Aiden has just told me that were going to be destroyed, but they decided to turn it into a park up in the air. So yeah, look how cool all of this is. It's a very sweet little area. It's very quiet at the minute as well. I actually don't know what the time is. Do you know what the time is?
20 past 8.
20 past 8. I feel like this would be cute as well in the day, like walking along with a little cough. But it's also lovely at night as well. Very peaceful and barely anyone around. We thought we wanted to tick this off. We might as well, because it was just next to the building that we were just in. Good morning. So me and Aiden just picked up a Blank Street coffee and jumped on the subway to the MoMA, which is something we've been really excited to do since we've got here. We've just come through the entrance. The entrance is on 53rd Street, something that we made a mistake on. We've just got in, Aiden's just downloading the guide for the museum, and then we're going to make our way around. I don't know where we're going to start, but there's a lot of like famous pieces in here, which most of you probably will know. Excited to see those and all of the other art in here. MoMA is completed. How did you find it?
Very, very good.
Yeah, it was good. It was cool to see all of the classic, famous paintings in there. There's so much in there as well.
I think got a high level of prestige in like the Tate Modern.
Yeah, for sure. We've been walking for fucking 3 hours in there as well.
Yeah.
And then we just come to the ticket stand again in Times Square to get some more Broadway tickets, or to try our luck. And obviously there's so many more options because we didn't come on a Monday, we're on a Friday, and we thought, oh, it might be more expensive obviously because it's the weekend. However, we managed to get tickets to the Christmas Spectacular by the Rockets.
Dirt cheap as well.
Super cheap, $32 each. What a bargain. And we're just gonna go grab a burger beforehand, and it's at 5 o'clock, which is in like an hour and a half, so gotta grab some burgers. I'm sure we'll be able to eat them really quickly because I'm so hungry. So we're at Bill's Bar and Burger, which is not too far from the Radio City. We've gone for a guac to share, some fries to share, because I knew the portion was going to be probably like quite big. We've got burgers. So Aiden's gone for the ranch burger. I've gone for pretty much the basic Bill's burger, so we've just got our patties in there, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and the special sauce. So these are the tickets we managed to get. We're at the back, but the view actually doesn't look too bad when we've looked online. And then they were $32 each, which is an absolute bargain because we searched and it's supposed to be like $100 and something each for the spots that we're in. We've just got through the security bit at the front, and look at this. Like, did you know what was inside here? Did you know it looked like this? No.
I've heard so many stereotypical Americans in a single place, and I have here.
Christmas chandelier and all these gorgeous wreaths. I'm like ready to get in the festive spirit. Are you?
Yes.
Up update, we are back at the hotel just for a quick breather, and we've booked ice skating for tonight. In terms of the Rockettes, what did you think? Good? Yeah, definitely recommend going to the tickets like booth. But now we're just about to head out to go ice skating. We're going to go to the one at Bryant Park. I know a lot of people go to Central Park, but the Bryant Park one looks way better, and it's got like a big tree, whereas the one inside Central Park at the moment doesn't. So we thought it might be more festive and Christmassy, and there's like little Christmas stands as well around Bryant Park, and it does look very festive, so I thought that would be the best option. And it was quite expensive because we've booked on a weekend day, but you can get it for cheaper, and earlier in the day prices are cheaper as well, but we kind of wanted to go during the evening because it felt like, again, more Christmassy and festive. Just a note that if you do want to go in the evenings or at the weekend, it is a little bit pricier. See you when we ice skate. I'm gonna only take my phone though, so the quality will dip for a little bit, but hopefully not for too long. So we just did one of my like bucket list things I wanted to do in New York at this time of year, and it was ice skating, but we weren't actually allowed to film on the ice. They're quite strict about it, I can't lie. So I'm gonna just show you the scenes now after we finished. My feet were in agony by the end, as always, but it was so much fun, and I'll show you what the rink looks like in Bryant Park. I reckon they're gonna wait until after Thanksgiving to turn on the lights for this Christmas tree, but it was cute there nonetheless. And all the cute snowflakes on the ice. It's clearly getting like less busy though as it gets later, isn't it?
I think there's only a couple of time slots left.
And it just feels nuts like looking up and seeing like all these huge buildings as you're skating as well. It's just like such a surreal experience, but yeah, we had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I wasn't very good at it, but
There you are.
it was good fun still.
So we're just off today to go to Brooklyn because we haven't been yet, and we're gonna like walk back over the Brooklyn Bridge, grab some pizza from this like really good pizza place that everyone rates online. That's our plan currently. There's nothing else that we've got in
We're
store.
going to try potentially go to a comedy thing tonight.
Yeah, we kind of want to do a comedy thing tonight if possible, so we might go to like the actual individual places and see if there's any tickets at the box office. Can I show our purchases from yesterday? Can you pass me the bag? So we went to the NBA store because we've got Nets game tomorrow, and we've got one of these beanies each, so we're matching beanies. I'm actually buzzing because the colours are stunning and they'll go with a lot of my outfits here and when I'm back at home in the winter as well. They were our purchases. They were quite spenny, but we won't talk about it. So there for tomorrow. Head out and have another fun day in New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. What's been your most New York thing you've heard so far?
Part of it.
That guy maybe we walked past last night. What was he saying?
Oh,
My girlfriend's in surgery.
My girl not drinking, she's just off surgery.
Oh, there's been so many. I'm going to try and pick up the camera if I remember any more. Oh, hey, I'm walking.
He didn't say I'm walking over.
No, because we've been going, hey, I'm walking here. But he went, hey, I'm walking. And I was like, woo! That's what I've been literally saying the whole trip. So we've got to Brooklyn. We went to Court Bagel, or is it Court Street Bagel? We literally only have one, don't we? Oh my fucking god. Should we go back? We only have one bagel.
I was convinced I was two in there, man.
Just half this. The audio is terrible in this clip because it was so windy as we were just about to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. But I was just saying that the Court Street Bagels were the best ones I'd ever had. It had turkey and honey mustard in. Absolutely amazing. Best bagels that I had in New York. And then I also was raving about this Gregory's festive drink that I had. It was phenomenal. It had orange peppermint, an espresso and CBD oil in, and it was, I think it's a very distinctive taste. Aidan wasn't sure, but I thoroughly enjoyed. No.
I'm sure I didn't like it.
And now we're just walking over the Brooklyn Bridge. Look at that view. We've just met V, our friend, the one that Aidan lived with at uni, and it was at Princeton Uni earlier on in the vlogs. But we've met him because he wanted to try out this Japanese place, and it's actually opposite our hotel. It's called No, and it's like a ramen and like yakitori sort of place. The food was phenomenal. I am so gutted that we've only just found this out a couple of days before we leave New York, because I would have come here a couple of times. But I'd highly recommend it if you're looking for some different style food from like the classic traditional American dishes. Me and Ada just like to head to Comedy Cellar to see if we can get some last minute tickets for tonight to go watch a comedy show. I'm kind of nervous because I don't know if I can take anyone picking on me tonight. Right, so we are back. My mouth is kind of purple from red wine, so we'll ignore that. But we managed to get into a comedy show, and I feel like it was fate because I didn't have my ID on me and I completely forgot. Obviously it's way more strict over here being 21 as the age limit. So I was like, oh my fucking god. But I had my driving license on my phone and I do feel like he was being lenient. I wouldn't suggest doing that. I would suggest bringing your ID. And then we got into, what was it, Black Fat Cat.
Basically the New York Comedy Cellar.
Yeah?
Yeah, basically New York Comedy Cellar, it's one of their bars.
Yeah, and it was incredible. Like, we managed to get in. We were the last people in as well, which is nuts. We got to sit at the back. We watched 5 different... Yeah, we watched 5 different comedy acts, and they were all fucking amazing. Like, we had such a good time, didn't we? Like, I feel like that's been one of our highlights since we've come here. So if you ever come to New York, you have to try and get a reservation or go to the Comedy Cellar area where there's a few different bars and try and just get in on the,
yeah, I think Comedy Cellar.
Standby tickets.
Comedy Cellar, The Stand, New York Comedy Club, and I think it's like Gotham
Village
City. The Village Underground and Black Fat Pussy, what was it called?
Black Fat Cat. But honestly, we're both like, we're on a high when we came out. It was such good vibes, wasn't it?
So good. I just found one of these guys on Instagram.
Which one?
The last guy.
The last guy was the fucking best. Like, my Aiden's stomachs were hurting. Like, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be sick from how much I'm laughing.
He's got 125k followers on Instagram.
No way. And honestly, to be fair, like, when I went in, I was like, am I gonna find this funny? Because I really hate, like, my biggest pet peeve is in American TV shows where they put them people going, ah ha ha, like laughing and clapping in the background. So I like try and avoid comedy stuff, because it does end up like aggravating me more than making me happy, which is so shit. But I literally was like laughing throughout. Like, it was so fun, like one of the highlights of the trip so far, and I would definitely recommend going. 10 out of 10 from us, right? And it's only $25. You get charged at the end with whatever drinks you've had, and the service was pretty good as well in there, to be honest. And yeah, it was $25 each for like an entry into the comedy club, so not too bad at all.
Their weekend cover.
Yeah.
So it's 25 on the weekend, and it's like 10 or 15 on a weekday.
Yeah. So consider it's on a weekend, like a nice weekend thing to do, like I feel like that's quite cheap, to be honest, in New York. Hello, this is our last full day. I'm very sad about it, but I'm trying not to think about it too much. We're just about to try out a new breakfast place called Johnny's Luncheonette, get some good food, probably go for a little walk and wander somewhere. There are a couple more places we really want to try today food wise, and then we've got the Nets game later, which I'll take you along to. I'm all cozied up because it's currently 1 degree outside. It's the coldest it's been so far, so thought it'd be appropriate to finally wrap up because I haven't been the whole trip. Yeah, we just finished up at Johnny's Luncheonette, and the food was so good. Like, I had a breakfast burrito which had like bacon, egg, cheese, tomato, but I did take that out for Aiden, and something else, and hot sauce. My mouth was like on fire, but it was like in the best way. But yeah, if you don't like hot, then maybe tell them to not put that in.
When you gave me the tomato, yeah, it was like because whatever seasoning they put on yours, it was so good as well.
Yeah, it was incredible. And then Aiden had an Italian omelette, so sausage, cheese, egg. Right. They put like toast on it, and you get coffees with your orders. Yeah, that food was so good. I feel like I was saying to Aiden, it would be so good if you were like hungover. It's really small and intimate. But I'm just going to quickly go back so I can clear some of this storage so I can vlog for the rest of the day.
6 train downtown.
So also on the way back, we've just picked up a Starbucks pink drink because everyone always raves about it and how they're way better here. So I've never tried one in the UK either. I think they've recently come to the UK. I don't know if they were like limited edition. I don't go to Starbucks really at home, but obviously everyone raves about it being way better here. So we've picked up a couple on the way, so I will let you know what I think and what our verdict is of this drink. How much did you enjoy the pink drink?
5.
Yeah, 5. Like, I would not recommend going to get it, but it wasn't horrible, but I wouldn't be like, you need to try the pink drink, which is the vibe that I got off everyone I watched online. Yeah, it was just like strawberry, creamy drink, I guess. That's about it. So I probably won't go out of my way to get it again. Maybe I'll fancy it more in the summery months, like in the UK if they have it. Like, it's quite like a nice summery drink. But yeah, we're just now walking to the subway station. We're basically going to be doing a food crawl all day. We've come into this place called Showfields, and I think it's like a weird little like alternative department store sort of thing. And it's really cool in here actually. Look, it's next to the pretty much the Levain cookie place that we just were at, and the cookies were phenomenal, right?
Some bleaker and bland.
So we've stopped at a place called Think Coffee. There was actually one really near our hotel, but we are quite far away from there at the moment. We just thought we'd stop and sit down for a bit. It's really gorgeous in here, and they actually do like amazing things as well. Like here, I've just been reading about their menstrual activism project in Ethiopia. They're doing very great things, and the coffee I think was probably one of my favourites in New York, as well as Blank Street, which we went to the other day. So we've come to a place called DeFaro Pizza, and it was on our list of good places to come. So we've got a slice of pizza each. We're sharing this little, what is it? It's like a calzone.
Yeah, chicken and broccoli.
With chicken and broccoli in, and then these garlic knots. And I was like, oh, I really wanted to try these. And Aiden was like, we did the other night, but I was like really drunk, so I completely forgot we did that. But they were really good, I remember. So we've got this as our feast. I'm not gonna lie, we got quite a lot. Considering we've been eating all day, like trying to get through places, but I feel like we'll be able to do it because this food looks good. We've come for the final hurrah. This morning we've come to Macy's in the holiday section on the top floor, on the 9th floor, just looking at all the Christmas decor.
Christmas anal beads.
Shut up. I really like this. It's $14, which is actually reasonable compared to the other ones we've seen in here. But I'm definitely a girl who likes a green Christmas tree with red and gold decorations. But there's like so many different coloured ones in here. There's like some quite tacky vibes. People can do what they want to, but I personally don't like. But this section is my favourite because it's like all of the gold decor. Like, so pretty.